Good evening, Sarvesh. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking me. What about you?
Same here, doing pretty well, and nice to meet you again.
Thank
Mm,
thank you for reaching out here on my Skype ID. And just I wanted
mhm.
to talk to you just because nowadays you are teaching us learners, and so I'm glad of you because we are able to learn languages because of you. So you are providing good content nowadays. So I followed you, and nowadays I'm watching your video. so
That's so sweet of you that you're finding value in my content. And I'm not doing anything unique, but yes, I'm doing the casual videos, but you're finding it valuable. So that's a big deal for me.
you
And so tell
didn't
me, how is January treating you so far?
Yeah, so far it is treating me. I would like to say well, just because I have done a lot of things. Just nowadays I'm doing a lot of things just because if I talk about I can you can say I got a job, before some days, but I didn't do. I got
You
offer.
didn't join?
No, I didn't. Just he was asking about how much do you want? Almost like
Okay.
20,000 rupees, just 20,000 rupees, and I said okay.
Mhm.
I will think about it, then I'll tell you. you know,
Okay.
now I'm suffering just because of my communication. I want to improve. I want to be like you, like Sunita ma'am. She has a lot of fluency.
Okay, so we'll practice that today. And you can be like me as well. You can speak like me. So we'll be doing that shadowing practice today that we discussed earlier, right?
Yes, you're absolutely right. I would like to.
Mm.
I'm
Mm.
I'm excited too.
That's great. So before starting our shadowing practice, do you have some questions in your mind that you want to ask me?
I have a lot of questions, but I think I would like to ask you just one question. So, how did you do? How
Like
did you
what?
achieve life fluency?
I would simply answer this that by practice only, I am able to achieve this kind of fluency because I've been practicing for last 3 to 4 months now. So that is the fluency that I got is because of that consistency only, consistent practice.
Got it, got it. I'm satisfied.
Mhm. Right. I think everybody knows this, but still we are finding the ways by which we can be fluent. But everybody knows that the only way is being consistent and practice regularly.
Yeah,
Right.
you're absolutely right. If I talk about me, so I had skipped 2 months just because when I lost my YouTube channel, so I got you can say upset, depressed. So that's why I didn't practice 2 months. And
Mm-hmm.
after that, I restarted again
Mm-hmm.
to learning language. So far,
Mm-hmm.
I have a good. You can say
Mm-hmm.
I have a consistency. So nowadays I'm doing practice and I'm watching your video as well. Here is a lot of co-learners, so I watch them their video.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful,
Mm.
wonderful. And a little correction here, the line that you spoke, you said I restarted it again. So restarted already means that you are doing something again,
Yes, yes.
right? So I restarted it,
I
just that.
repeated.
Right, right, right. Okay. So today we're going to do shadowing practice, and this is one of the most common or famous practice we can say that everybody knows about, whosoever are into this journey of learning English. And it's very important for achieving fluency, shadowing practice. In simple words, imitating the speaker, the way they speak, the intonation they are following, the rhythm of their speech, pronunciation and everything. Like you have to just mimic them or copy them, right? So we are going to do the same. Many people know about it, but they don't know how to do it. So we are going to demonstrate it, right?
Yes, you're
So
absolutely
I,
right. Maybe they can learn just from your side because you are going to teach me today.
right, right. And this is the first time I'm doing, and I am so happy that I chose you because I spoke to you earlier as well. And it was really a nice and fruitful conversation and a very joyful, I must say, because you have that demeanor, that, infectious aura, like always
Yes, yes.
smiling, right? You have a great smile.
It
So
will
that
be
is why
good.
I chose you. Okay. So I have this book with me. And although there are many ways to practice shadowing, like we can watch any video and then pause it and repeat after them, or just speak along them. That is also one
Yes,
of the ways where we speak along with the speaker, right? But today we're
yes,
going to do with the help of this book. And this book is also very popular, The Alchemist. And I'm sure every uh, English learners must be having this book, right? Do you have?
the
Do you?
alchemist. No, I don't.
You don't have? Okay. So I'm sure after this session, you're definitely going to get it.
Absolutely, you
Okay.
are right.
Hmm.
I
So I
would.
choose this book because I guess that most of the learners can relate to it, right? So
Hmm.
I will be reading page number 56 of The Alchemist, and this is about Santiago and when he visits the crystal merchant. So this whole, I can say, the part of the book is very interesting, where he's helping crystal merchant to grow his business, and crystal merchant was actually very reluctant to take up risk because he was fearful of failure. But then Santiago helped him achieve hefty amount in his business, like a hefty income. But that too because of his resilience. He was because of his perseverance and resilience, because he overcame all those risks and challenges by just getting out of his comfort zone. So we are going to read about that only. All right. So
All right.
I hope I've set the tone of this part of the story.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Okay. So let's start. So I'll be reading. I'll just speak one line and then you have to speak the same way that I have spoken. Okay. In
Just
the
yeah,
same way,
ma'am.
you have
Just
to.
I would like to say just one or not most big sentence. Just
Mhm.
you will speak like little. Just yeah, start sentence. Otherwise, I will forget.
Yes, yes. We'll take care of that.
Of course,
Okay.
I will.
Mm. Okay, so let's start. It's page number 56 of The Alchemist. The men climbed the hill
The man climbed the hill,
and then they were tired.
and then they were tired.
When they reached the top.
When they reached the top, yeah,
But there
but there
they saw a crystal shop.
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 Crystal shop.
Crystal
Crystal.
shop.
Hmm.
Okay.
That offered refreshing mint tea.
That offers refreshing maintain.
Hmm. Refreshing mint tea.
Refreshing mint tea.
Hmm. They
Great.
offered refreshing mint tea.
They offer refreshing mint tea.
Hmm. Okay.
Great. I did.
They went in to drink the tea.
They wanted.
They went in to drink the tea. They went
They
in to drink the tea
they went in
in.
drink tea. Tea.
They went in to drink the tea. They went in to drink the tea.
They went in to drink tea.
Now
Yeah.
you have to speak it in a quick manner, right? Like you are trying to speak it a little slower initially, but you have to, keep a hold of that pace. So they went in to drink the tea.
They went in to drink tea.
They went in to drink the tea.
They went in to drink tea,
Very good. Which was served,
which was served,
which was served,
which was served, served.
served,
Yes, served. Yeah,
which was
exactly.
served
Which was served
in a beautiful crystal glasses.
in a beautiful crystal glasses.
Hmm. In a
Yeah,
beautiful crystal glasses.
in a beautiful crystal glasses. Glasses.
Now shadowing is to imitate the same way the speaker is speaking, right? So I said in a beautiful.
I said in a beautiful.
I didn't say in a beautiful, no? I said in a beautiful.
I said in a beautiful.
Again, you're saying in your way, like
Oh my God.
beautiful, right? So you have to mimic completely, right?
Yeah,
Beautiful,
beautiful,
beautiful, beautiful.
beautiful. Am I right now?
You're right, but you have to mimic the same way.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I'm done. Beautiful.
Again, you're doing the same way, right?
Okay, ma'am, it's happened just because
Mm,
you can say I'm influenced by my native like language.
mm,
My mother tongue is Hindi. So, I speak, if I talk about nowadays, my whole syllabus is Hindi language. So, I
mhm,
study more than 5 or 6 hours. So, I'm not, nowadays I'm revising my whole syllabus. So, you can say little bit, sometimes I get stuck like while having conversation. Now I'm getting stuck just because of
mhm,
my mother tongue. So, I speak whole day in Hindi.
mm,
If I talk about
mm,
my city, so here almost 1% people, they know how to speak language. If I talk about Prayagraj,
mm.
and even though they don't speak, because they are doing job and who almost all of them, they are doing like studying, like they are preparing for some government exam, and I am the only one who want to learn English language.
Yes, so this pronunciation is actually stick to your tongue, so that is why you're not able to, leave this pronunciation that easy. It will take some time, but you need to practice. So this can
Definitely, I
happen
will
with
try.
with this imitation practice only,
Yeah, if
right?
I talk about pros, so I earlier I mentioned everything about your video, or whatever you have
Hmm.
uploaded, whatever you are uploading nowadays. So I watch and I imitate you,
Hmm.
the way you speak there. Like this, I'm just imitating you because I find a lot of different way to whatever like earlier you have mentioned everything about like my English, so you should speak like this, your accuracy, like your pronunciation, you should. But nowadays I'm doing.
And I must say that you have improved a lot since then,
Thank you,
right?
man.
I can see that confidence. Okay, so let us continue with our practice, okay?
Of course,
And
I will.
so we'll try, but it's not that you don't have to limit yourself to this session. After this session also, you have to keep on practicing.
Yeah, so
Okay,
absolutely right.
then only you'll get that particular pronunciation or accent, right? Hmm.
Right, right.
Okay, so the next line is my wife never thought of this.
My wife never thought of this.
Hmm. Now quickly, my wife never thought of this.
My wife never thought of this.
Mhm. Said one,
Said one,
and he bought some crystal.
and he bought some crystal.
He was entertaining guests.
He was entertaining in guest.
Entertaining, entertaining, entertaining.
Entertaining,
Eh, entertaining, entertaining.
entertaining.
He was entertaining guest
He was entertaining guest
that night,
that night.
and the guest would be impressed by the beauty of glassware. And the guest would be impressed,
And sorry,
and the guest would be impressed
and the guest would be impressed the beauty
by
of
the
glasses
beauty of glassware.
by the beauty of glassware.
Mm.
Right.
Glassware, glassware.
Glassware,
Where
where,
me? Where?
where,
Where? Glassware.
glassware, where,
Where? Where?
where. Oh my God, it's
Where?
little bit different.
Hmm. You have to,
Like
you have to make that sound first. Where?
where, where.
Where? Where?
So where? Oh my God.
Where? Where?
The glass of where?
Glassware. Glassware.
Glass, glassware, where?
Where? Glassware.
Glassware.
Where नहीं बोलना है. Where नहीं बोलना.
Oh
Where?
my God.
Where?
I can do or not. I don't know.
You can do it, but you have to keep on practicing, right? Glassware.
Glassware.
A little better you can do, so you can do it after after the session, right? Hmm. Okay. Yes. The other man remarked
The other man remarked
that tea was always more delicious
that tea was always more delicious
when it was served in crystal.
when it was served of
In
crystal.
crystal.
In crystal.
When it was served in crystal.
When it was served in crystal.
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 Because the aroma was retained.
Because the Roma was retained.
Hmm. Here you don't have to say because. You can say because the aroma was retained. Because,
Because because
because,
because
because, because,
because because
because the aroma was retained.
because the Roma was retained.
Because. Okay.
Because yes.
Okay. Then the third said
The third said
that it was a tradition,
that it was the
tradition,
tradition,
hmm, tradition,
tradition, tradition,
hmm, hmm,
trad-
that it was a tradition
that it was the tradition
in the Orient
in the Orient
to use crystal glasses for tea.
to use crystal glasses of the tea.
To use crystal glasses for tea.
The you the use crystal glasses for tea
Because it had magical powers.
because it has magical powers.
Hmm. Because it had magical powers.
Because it had magical powers.
Hmm. Now we have to put stress on few words when we want to put emphasis, right? We want to put emphasis on magical, right?
Magical.
That these glasses had magical powers. So we'll put emphasis on this magical word, right? If I'll read
Mm-hmm.
that, like it was a tradition in the Orient to use crystal glasses for tea because it had magical powers. So I'm putting emphasis on magical here. So
Magical
yeah,
powers.
magical powers. Before
Great.
long,
Before long,
the news
the news spread.
spread. The news
The news spread,
spread. Okay. And a great many people began to climb,
and the and
and a
the
great many people
and the great many people
began to climb the hill
began to climb the hill.
to see the shop,
You see the shop
to see the shop
to see the shop
that was doing something new in a trade,
that was doing something new of trade.
that was doing something new in a trade,
That was doing something in a
new,
trade. New.
doing new in a trade
New in a trade.
that was so old.
That was so old.
You have to put emphasis on few words like that was so old.
That was so old.
So we're putting emphasis on so. That means very old. That was so old.
That was so old.
Hmm.
Correct.
Okay. Other
Okay.
shops
Other shops
were opened
were opened
that served tea in crystal,
that
served tea in crystal,
that serve in that served tea in crystal,
but they weren't at the top of a hill.
but they weren't at the top of the hill.
Hmm. But they weren't at the top of a hill.
But they weren't at top of the hill.
And they
Correct.
had little business.
And
And they had little business.
and they had little business.
लिटिल जब हम हिंदी में
Little,
भी बोलते हैं ना कि छोटा काम था तो एक्सप्रेशन दे के
little,
एंड यू नो छोटे पे
little.
एम्फेसिस डाल के ना दे हैड अ लिटिल बिजनेस
They had a little business. Little business. Great.
राइट
Right.
इवेंचुअली
Eventually,
द मर्चेंट हैड टू हायर
the merchant had to hire
टू मोर एम्प्लॉयज
two more employees.
ही बिगेन टू इम्पोर्ट
He began to import
enormous quantities of tea.
enormous quantity of tea.
Here also, we'll put stress on enormous. That means
Enormous.
large quantities of tea. So he began to import
So he began to import
enormous quantities of tea.
enormous quantity of tea
Along with his crystal
along with his crystal
and his shop
and his shop.
was sought out by men and women.
Sorry, I didn't.
His shop was
His shop was
sought out by men and women
sought out by men or women.
sought out by men and women
Sought out by men and women.
with a
Great.
thirst for things new, with a thirst for things new,
With a thirst, with a thirst of new things.
with a thirst for things new.
With a thirst for things new.
And
And
in that way,
in that way,
the months passed.
the month passed.
The months passed.
The months passed.
Hmm. Okay.
Great.
So I think this is enough for today, and we have done enough practice of shadowing, right? So, did you like
Yes,
it?
I like it.
And now I think you must have got an idea that how can we do shadowing practice, right?
You're absolutely right. And earlier I
Mhm.
mentioned that nowadays I'm shadowing you just because you're speaking with the way you speak. So I want to be like earlier I mentioned many times. So I'm following you. And as well, non-native speaker like here is a lot of learners. So they are doing like this thing like you, like Rajni ma'am, Karishma ma'am. So they have a
Mhm.
good knowledge like you. So
Mhm.
I'm following all of them, including you, just because of my
Mhm.
communication skill. So and I don't think so much more about my English language, but I have spent here more than 1 year, so I think I'm deserved to be a good English speaker.
No, no, you are already doing well. I can see that you are fluent now, like better than before, right? But still, you have to work on your pronunciation a little bit if you want to be even more fluent, right? If your goals are high, then you have to put more efforts,
Yeah, you
right?
can teach me tomorrow or day after tomorrow if you.
Right. So you just need to work on your pronunciation
No,
because
you
you
can
have
teach
that
me.
mother tongue influence, right?
I'm giving you. I'm giving you right at
Hmm.
any cost. You can teach me.
I would love to teach you, but like this was a two-way communication. Like I was speaking and then you were repeating after me. But like you can do this practice independently also. You can take any video of your choice and then repeat after them, or just speak along with them, right? In the
Yeah,
same manner.
yes, I watched your earlier. I said like I watched your video. Like I have watched many videos like English RE tutors with whom you had a conversation like two mem like Mo Priya as well like two
There
memes
are many.
Mm. So we started. You can say day before yesterday, I watched your video. So I found a lot of things. So that's why I wanted to talk to you, and I was eager to talk to you. So that's why. And when you sent message, hi, oh my God, I got a thrill. I was thinking, oh my God.
That's so
uh,
sweet.
so what do you think about
Mhm.
my words? Whatever earlier I have said, earlier told you that you have right to teach me.
No, no, I would love to teach you. It's just that you have to pay the amount, and I'm here. Right.
How much? How
I'm
much
being
cost?
honest. That we can
How much cost?
discuss. That we can discuss later. But yes, I'm going to start group batches also from 20th of January. So for that class, I take only 1500 per person, and there also I'll be providing 12 classes for 1 hour.
Great. I think this is good for
Mhm.
me, and I would like to take your class, like join your class. Definitely,
Mhm.
I will. If I like get a chance, definitely I will. Because nowadays I'm preparing for a government lawyer. So, but here is no notification, so that's why I'm thinking that first I'll get fluency.
Mhm. No, no, you are already fluent, but it's just that there is always a room for improvement. It's not just for you, but for us also, right? So we have to keep on improving. You should
But I
know that
think,
what are your areas of improvement so that you work on that specifically instead of just wasting time on anything else, right?
you are the one tutor I found. I talk about my whole journey, like 1 year. But I think you are the one. You are a good mentor. I think I'm very interested to just if I talk about native speaker, even though native speaker, I followed you and I watching them, but you are looking like so. You can say, how can I make you understand? But because I don't have like
But yes, I can understand. I can understand whatever you want to say. And I'm so grateful for that you are able to see that in me. And that's
no,
just because of your love, I must say.
no, you are looking like so native speaker, like a native. This is your native language, But I got a surprise, you can say earlier, just when I watched, like when I saw you and like English area. So there I got, but I think you are doing great job. Definitely, I would like to join you.
Thank you so much. I'll be waiting for your payment.
Definitely, because
Okay.
because of my communication skill, and everything about my communication skill, how much far I
Ah, okay. So if I would have to rate you out of 10, like your communication skills out of 10, I would rate it 8.5.
thank. Oh my God, thank you, man. Thank you
And
for your.
you have improved on your body language as well, right? If you'll compare our previous conversation with this one, you'll see a huge transformation in yourself.
Thanks, ma'am.
Mhm. So I
Thank you
think
for
you
your
just need
advice.
to improve on your pronunciation, and you have to keep on exposing yourself to different topics, different kind of conversations so that you improve even more, right? So
I have two books. Do you want to? I want to demonstrate you.
you want to show me
Yeah,
power of unconscious mind and atomic habits. Okay,
yeah.
that's
Just
great.
yeah, just I was thinking, I was becoming overthinker, so that's why I purchased before 1 week. And I had a friend, so he told me, if you want to do something in your life, so you have to study like he told me that more than 4 books, So, but I purchased just 2 books because like
All
it's
right.
like Rich Dad and Poor Dad. I think about it.
Yes, yes, I
And
know.
Sudha Murthy books, like Sudha
Hmm.
Murthy book. Yeah. So, but I didn't purchase. Sorry for this.
No, instead of just piling up the books in your room, you need to explore like few books, whichever suits you best or whichever is good according to your situation. As you told me that you are overthinking these days, so go for those kind of books that can help you overcome your overthinking, right? So you'll be
Yeah,
able to
you're
relate with
right.
that book, Power of
Power of
Unconscious Mind. Huh? So
yes.
you might be able to relate to it when you'll read it.
Yes, in the Saturday I saw like one line. How can you manifest money?
Hmm.
If I talk about
Manifestation
love,
is everywhere these days. If you'll open
yeah,
YouTube, you'll every second video is of manifestation.
yeah. I mean, how can you manifest like your language, your like things, whatever you wanted, your past, you can
Hmm.
manifest. Nowadays, people they are making like this video, like how can you manifest like your things, any type of thing, like your mobile, tablet, car, build
Hmm.
house, like this. English language, how can you manifest? If I talk about like truth, so what do you think about law of attraction?
I think it's overhyped term because it was always there, right? And law of attraction and manifestation are kind of similar, I must say. And if we'll talk about like earlier phases also, so if we even talk about this bulb, the light, the power that we are
Right.
getting, right? We are fortunate enough to have this in our life to make our life bright. But once Thomas Edison must have manifested it first, must have
Yes, yes,
visualized that how would world look with this power, this electricity. So he must have manifested it first and then he worked upon it. So manifestation was always there, but it's just that it came into trend these days. So that is
yes,
why
yes,
people are just focusing on manifestation, making videos, but it was always there. So in this English language also, we have to first manifest that yes, we can do it. We have to visualize ourselves speaking fluently. Then only you'll gain that confidence that yes, I can also do it when the others are doing, right? But just manifestation is not enough. You have to work towards it. So proper plan, discipline, and everything would be required. You have to just put all your sweat into it, blood and sweat, we say, right? So you have to put
yes.
all those efforts and then only you can reach that goal.
But if I talk about me, so I manifested a lot of things like money, mobile. Now I'm
Mm-hmm.
using like 5G mobile. So, but I had desire to purchase, but I couldn't just that time I was not good. But
Mm-hmm.
I had nowadays, I had a lot of things, but now I have money, mobile, and fame. Nowadays, almost people just they always try to connect with me, but I don't have much time to talk to them just because I have a friend, more than two friends. They always try to call me. Sarvesh,
Mm-hmm.
why are you not receiving my call? Because they doesn't know how to speak proper way. They know, but
Mm-hmm.
doesn't know how better than me. So they always
Mm-hmm.
try to connect with me, just enhancing in their knowledge in English language. But
Mm.
what can I do? I'm also learning. I'm also learner. So how can I teach them?
No, 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 this is wrong. Whatever you are learning, you have to teach them. So, if whatever you'll teach them, it will be there in your memory in a longer run, for a longer run, right? So, that would be best thing. They are approaching you, it's an opportunity for you. You can teach them and discuss, right? Whatever you are learning.
They won't give me anything. Nothing, you can
They are
say.
giving you an opportunity. They are giving you an opportunity to develop your skills. Don't
Okay,
you think
okay, ma'am.
so? That teaching
Yes,
or sharing
I
whatever
think.
you have learned makes you better in that particular skill.
I think so. Whatever you
Mhm.
mentioned. If I talk about truth, I was not able to catch your voice like your words just because I was thinking about my dinner. Because after talking to you, I will prepare my dinner.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I
It's
stretched this conversation too
sorry
long.
for, just I was
Mm.
thinking. That's why I was not able to connect like catch up your voice. I was not able
Mhm.
to listen carefully. Just my focus was there. So that is the main reason. That was the main reason I
You,
couldn't do
you,
like.
So you should have told me. How would I know? Right. So
No, just
I
I
think I should let you
I
go now.
I didn't want to interrupt you. That's why I.
That's so nice. But still, if you have any question, then let's discuss. Otherwise, you can go and prepare your dinner. That is more
Uh,
important.
I
And we
think
can
I have
catch
a
up
lot of
someday
questions,
later.
so I will join your institute maybe if I get a chance.
That's
Because I have
great.
a lot of question for me and as well you. So maybe if I get a chance, then definitely I will.
Okay. Sure, sure, sure. So you have a chance. You can join us from 20th of January. Okay. You are already welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your kind words and thank you for your compliment. Absolutely. So I think we should wrap our conversation right now just because I'm little bit feeling.
Starving. Okay. Okay. Please
Bye,
continue
ma'am.
with that.
So